I'm here at Ignite Performance Training, and it's a great gym where I do a lot of my personal training. I'm also here to introduce you to one tough mudder, Ryan Meade. If you don't know anything about Tough Mudders, you're about to learn. Hi Ryan.
Hey Tanya, how are you?
Thank you so much for coming to be here today.
Oh, absolutely, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to talk about the Tough Mudders.
Sure.
So can we start with basics?
Absolutely.
What exactly is a Tough Mudder?
So a Tough Mudder is actually a military obstacle course over the course of 10 miles that everybody gets to try out and do.
So Ryan, how did you get involved in Tough Mudders?
Sure, so my whole family's military and I always wanted to see what a Tough Mudder was about, and they had the first one here in Pennsylvania, so I signed up and got to experience it firsthand.
That's great. That was what, in 2010? That was a long time ago.
That was a while ago, and the great part is they've gotten bigger and there's more of them around the country, so I still have the chance to keep going out and doing them.
Now, what do your is it your father and brother are military?
Yes.
What do they think about the obstacles?
I think they think they're a little toned down to what they got to do, but in regards, they think it's great. They especially like the people who are out there just giving it a shot, and it gives people a reason to actually train and work out to do something that they might not ever get to experience.
So how fit does someone have to be before they try to do a Tough Mudder?
I think anybody can do it. I mean, if you really just can go out there and keep moving, and with the amount of people on course that'll help you through, it might take you a little longer than somebody who's in great shape. But if you're just in okay shape, you can really get through the course and have a great time.
Well, I think we were talking before, the neatest thing is it's not a competition. It's really more of a challenge.
So that's the best part about Tough Mudder. It's not timed. It's just you start and you go with the crowd. So there's people along the way to help you. You don't have to do an obstacle if you feel it's too technical or you don't feel comfortable doing it. You're okay to go around. It's not a race, so nobody's really competing. It's just a great event to try and complete.
Challenge within yourself.
Absolutely.
So what are your favorite obstacles? Or hardest obstacles?
I think there's a bunch of great obstacles. My favorite's actually the tall walls. They're about 9 feet high. The best part is you usually get a little crowd behind them. Not everybody can get over them, but there's people there that'll help, and it creates teamwork to get everybody up and over.
Oh, that's so cool. That's great. It's just the camaraderie, which I find fascinating.
It's amazing how many people are complete strangers, but when they're out on the course, they're helping each other, and nobody wants to see somebody else not be able to complete it.
So you don't necessarily have to have a team. You can just kind of go as an individual if you
Absolutely.
want to.
A lot of times I go by myself, and just in the first start wave of everybody around me, I meet people, and then next thing you know, you're hanging out with them the whole race.
We're going to test everything you got today. We're going to test you.
About how long does it take you as an expert to complete one?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of conditions in between the race, terrain, but for most Tough Mudders, about 10 miles, I can usually do about 2 hours.
Do you have to be able to run the whole 10 miles?
You don't have to be able to run 10 miles. It'll sure make you more comfortable on course.
Okay.
But if you can run 3, 4, 5 miles, take your break, catch some air in between, you'll be absolutely fine.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the one piece of advice that you would give to a first-time Tough Mudder?
A first-time Tough Mudder. I would say just get out and try running a little bit. Don't go out and never run before, because the biggest challenge is usually the terrain.
Okay.
The obstacles are just a fun part in between everything else.
Okay. Now, another thing you had just mentioned, they have half mudders, basically kind of like a half marathon?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So they took the 10-mile Tough Mudder course and they made it 5 mile. So it's the same 10-mile course, but there's a halfway point that you can do a Tough Mudder halfway.
So do you do half the obstacles as well?
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so if you just want to try it.
Start.
Yeah, so if you just want to get out and try the course, it's a great way to get out, get a feel for it, see what it's all about. And then maybe if you want to bring your fitness level up a little higher where you feel more comfortable, you can go for the full 10-mile distance.
Yeah, so it's not quite as daunting, that first 10 miles and all those obstacles and all that mud.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just a little easier way to get into it.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Absolutely.